Hi everyone, today I'm going to be taking a look at this pretty awesome Lego Creator set. It is number 10267 Gingerbread House. So this comes with 1,477 pieces, as you can see on the box, and it retails for £85. But I would say this set is a good example of why going by price per piece is not always a good idea, because that works out at 5.8p per piece, which sounds on paper really good. But when you look at this set, I think without me even taking you through it, you can see there's a huge amount of small pieces, lots and lots of decoration, lots of small pieces to build up these different bits and pieces here. So that kind of, on paper, it would sound so much better than it actually is in terms of price per piece. So that's not to say I think this set is overpriced. I think it's very well priced for what you get. It's a very good set and I do like it. I'm happy I bought it. I did pay full price for this. Comes with two proper minifigs plus the baby, which I'll show you and tell you what I think about that in a minute. But yeah, so that's just why sometimes I mention price per piece in my videos, but generally I don't. I just mention number of pieces because I don't always think the price per piece is really a good indicator of a set's kind of value. For me, it's kind of the amount of bits and pieces you get, how the set looks, maybe minifigs, kind of play features. I guess all the usual stuff people use to kind of review a set. But price per piece for me is definitely one that I don't use. Before I go on to this, I'd say a very quick example of where that doesn't kind of stack up is when you look at the new Imperial Star Destroyer, and obviously the price of that and the number of pieces versus the price and number of pieces in the big Falcon. People say there's a big difference between them, but then when you look at them side by side and how big they are and how many big pieces are in the Star Destroyer, you can see why it costs the same and has a lot less pieces. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Gingerbread House. So you can see on the box, there's always upside down now, but lots and lots of pieces. And you can see the light brick and how that works by pressing down on that, which I'll show you in person in a minute. You can see how very well decorated and it all is. I think that's what I like about this set. Some sets, when they have a lot of decoration and things, like doing lots of flowers and things, at times they can feel a bit tedious to me, but even though this has lots of small details, I really enjoyed the build of this and seeing it all come together, and it didn't bother me at all doing all these little bits. So from that point of view, I'd say it's very good. What else is there to tell you before we look at the real set? Probably not much really. I think let's just get on with actually looking at it. So there it is. In terms of the manual, so you actually get two. So you get a small one, which is the one I did first, but it doesn't matter. You don't need to do this one first. So if you can't wait to get on with building the gingerbread house itself, go straight on to this second larger one. Or if you're not bothered, or you want to do all the little bits first like I did, then do this small one first. So this is what you get out of this little book. So it's the minifigs and all these little accessories in there, and then onto the big number 2. Yeah, so basically bag 1 is all the little bits, and then all the rest is to make up the gingerbread house itself. And so yeah, just 5 bags. So that's kind of another indication of the amount of small pieces. When you consider the piece count in a set, there's only 5 bags. So to look at the little bits first, so we have a very nice Christmas tree. Let me just adjust the lights a bit, make it a bit brighter. There we go. So yeah, Christmas tree looks good. Quite happy with that. And then we have a little, what's it called? Snowblower, I think it's called. Little popcorn piece to indicate the snow, so that looks good. We have a little toy train. There's some presents, another train I think, and little rocking horse, which actually rocks pretty well, so that's actually quite good. It's got a stud here, so you can put as the baby's just a little tile, you can put the baby on there. So that's quite very simple but effective little play feature thing there. Another heart-shaped present. Okay, just knock the baby down. If we go on to the minifigs, so we have the gingerbread man, or the gingerbread daddy as Logan keeps calling him. So I think he looks cool because he's got a nice chocolate filling, I guess, on the inside. Yeah, don't really need to say much about him. That's what you'd want for a gingerbread Lego man. Then we have the gingerbread lady, or gingerbread mummy. So she's obviously got some kind of strawberry cream filling. So that's one of the little, you can hear it just rattling slightly. Little plastic dress piece, and the baby's bottle. She was holding the baby, but I knocked the baby out. So there is the baby, which looks quite sweet, but I do think this is the thing that lets down the set for me the most. Well, I say the most, there's not lots of things to let me down. I think the set's very good. I think this is the main thing that I would like different, would be a proper baby. And I don't know what we get, Lego minifigure babies, so I don't know why they couldn't just make a gingerbread version of one of those instead of just doing a tile. So that's a bit of a shame for me. Yeah, there we go, it is what it is. So let's move them to one side and look at the main set. So we have a couple of candy canes over here. So with a candy cane, that is a sticker for that sign. You can move these up and down. And then, yeah, if we look at the front of the house, so we have Home Sweet Home. That's also a sticker on there. Oh, 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys, I had to just go and get Logan to turn down the TV in the other room a little bit. I could hear a Barbie or something singing quite loudly. Yeah, not sure if you could hear it. Anyway, yeah, so sticker for the sign. Just lots of nice details around the front. Here's some use of the small pieces to make up the snowy, or I say snow, it's probably what, icing roof. Lots of little sweets everywhere. Cool little bench for them to sit at. So I can see I've only had this built a little while and there's already a problem with it being white. Lots of bits of dust getting on it. And so yeah, you can see the chimney is very nicely built. Lots of different colours in there to kind of break it up. I think it looks very good. And then you'll see the smoke on top is what you press to light the fire, and it's basically double-sided fire, so you can see it from the inside. So I'll also do it when I spin it around, but you just press down on that and it lights up. So has a light brick inside and a few long pieces that go down here to make it up, as you can see there if I lift it up. Just press on that and it lights it up nicely. Then we also have an axe for chopping wood, some wood stockpiled there. And these windows are very nice. They're kind of sparkly pink and purple. So they're used in a few different places, along with some more sweets and different bits of detail. So I think it looks really nice, especially this time of year, depends on when you're watching it, but around kind of Christmas time. It's a very good set. I'm tempted to maybe take this apart once we get into the new year and then make it like a Christmas tradition to build it every year. And then maybe try and add some new Christmas sets to it. So looking around this side, we've got a side door. More of those small pieces in use. And then we get to the back. So let's quickly do the fire from the inside. So there we are, and you can move these out of the way a bit if you want. Oh, should have done that, but anyway, to get a better view of that. So right, let's go back up to the top. So we have the bed for Mummy and Daddy, and nice little bedside table, and like a candy floss lamp, and then the baby's crib. So you can remove this. It's just held in place with one of those on a little mat. Oh, can I get it back on? There we go. So baby can fit in there. When the baby's in there, he's just kind of, he or she is just awkward to do this with my left hand. There we go. So baby looks quite nice sat in there. I think mummy and daddy can just about fit in the bed. There we go. So they're all tucked in for the night. Then we move across to this side. So you've got like a small kind of suggestion of a wall that breaks up from the bathroom, which is quite good. Red and green towels there. So they've managed to squeeze in a toilet and a bathtub. So it looks quite nice and cozy in there. It is a little bit cramped for playing with. It's fine for Logan, obviously, to play with. So that's the main thing. Yeah, as long as you're careful. It's all fairly solid, so you shouldn't knock things about too much. And then if we move down to the ground floor, so ignore the stocking that I knocked down. So we have the front door. So you can see up on the side, you've got like some coat hooks. I don't know if you can see those, just about, there we go. So yeah, so you've got like a little seat maybe for taking your shoes off. Somewhere to hang your coats. Onto the other side. So just more nice pink and purple sparkly window. And then you have, so you've got the hob and the extractor fan, little oven, some drawers, sink. So it's all quite compact, but all quite nicely put together. And you've got a stud here for someone to stand and do some cooking or washing up. Fireplace looks very nice. A couple of candles, and that's a sticker for the family picture. I think it looks very nice. Looks good. Nice armchair that you can easily take off. I mean, I have just removed one of the feet of the chair, but I can get that back on. And there we are. So you can swizzle it around a little bit, so you can slightly adjust it. And the only thing I would say, maybe it would have been nice to somewhere, maybe here, have another stud for positioning minifigs. But yeah, then we've got some drawers and a cookie and a cup of tea or eggnog or whatever you like. And then just another nice window and the side door or the back door. And that's kind of it for the interior, really. But I think looking at it close up, you can see it's very nicely detailed. They've put all of these little small pieces to very good use. It's very well decorated for the size. They've managed to fit quite a lot in. And I think from either side, it does look very nice. So yeah, as I mentioned, I paid full price. I don't think I've seen this cheap anywhere yet. So keep an eye out, but I think even at full price, it's worth the money. And especially if you want a nice little Christmas set, then this would be the one to go for. So that's it really for my thoughts on this one. Let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you again soon.